Monarch here, and everybody. Some days gets harder to say this. To welcome somebody into the show, even if he's a council member in good standing. But on this day, it's not quite the case. It's always lovely to see Ferris Muth on. And Ferris, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing good, Rob. Thank you for having me. I'm doing really good.
Okay, great. For me, that was all jumbled up. I hope I'm not. It's not me lagging. I hope
Oh,
it's Ferris, but we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Now, guys, we're going to be talking about No Place Like Home. Spoiler alert: Ferris Muthana. One of my favorite episodes. I love this episode so much. Its original air date, October 24th, the good year 2000. Written by Douglas Petrie, making up for his last episode, The Yoko Factor. Directed by David Solomon. He returns after doing the season opener, Buffy vs. Dracula. The number one movie, once again, this movie was a big success. Big, huge success. Meet the Parents, number one, North America. Top song in the U.S., Kryptonite, again, by Three Doors Down. It's not a banner song season here for any of these things, any of the charts we're going to cover, because Canada still has music by Madonna. The one change at the top of the charts that week, the UK decided to let Beautiful Day by U2 be their most popular song.
we don't. You too. It's a good choice. Always.
Don't let it slip away, Ferris.
You a U2 fan, Rob? I feel like you'd be that. I feel like you're that person that says U2 is a little overrated. You look like that person.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I've
Yeah, there
seen
it
them.
is.
I've seen them live, and they're live. But I would U2 album.
You've never listened to
Yeah.
Joshua Tree ever?
Yeah, of course. I was what, 12 years old when that album came out, maybe 13.
Plus 12.
Yes, I think it came out in '86, if I
12 plus
remember.
12. Is that what you're telling me?
No, no. Yeah, it had some good songs on there, but it also had my least favorite song of theirs on it too. So it's a little up, it's a little down.
Okay.
All right. So
What's your favorite rock band, Rob? Is
my
U2 a rock band?
yeah, sure, of course they are.
I just wanted to know.
My favorite rock bands. Oh, well, like Radiohead and Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
Nirvana,
hmm
Oasis.
Oasis.
Sure, those are probably my favorites.
I got
I
more
don't.
records, by the way, Rob.
Did you? Well, we'll talk about that afterwards.
Yes. Not rock,
Uh,
unfortunately.
my brother sent me a picture this morning. Just a quick aside of a record that he wanted to pick up for me, as it was only $3. Ferris.
Mm-hmm.
It was the soundtrack for the Partridge Family. So I'm getting a
Oh,
Partridge
nice.
Family album. Sure, sure, sure. I'm sure that was also one of your favorites growing up.
Big fan.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a single minute of the Partridge Family?
No. I've never seen a single Partridge Family thing ever.
Well, yeah. Again, it's probably more in my era. You know what I mean? Okay. Here we go, Ferris. This is where season 5 gets going. Of course, it's going to start with that little kind of a flashback. I guess it's a flashback, even if it's only a couple months before. You get some Czechoslovakian monks, maybe the Czech Republic, I guess back then.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to freedom. Uh, they're looking a little scared. They start barricading
Mm-hmm.
a
They're
huge door.
running. They're running, man. They're running.
They got to protect a key,
So are
Ferris,
they
no matter what.
monks? But are they
They,
friars? Are they
they,
What are they?
I think isn't that all the same thing, just different ways of
Because
saying. Is there
they
levels? I don't know if there's
no, that's
levels.
what I'm saying. Because they all wear the same uniform. The Padres, the monks, the friars.
Yeah,
They all wear the same thing.
yeah. Well, padre is just the
Father.
Spanish word for father,
Yes.
for priest.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say a monk, sure.
No,
Friar.
because I think it's because the San Diego Padres, their mascot is dressed like a friar or a monk, but they call it the Padre. You see, that's why I'm confused, Rob. The San
Yeah,
Diego Padres have confused me.
it's not the best. It's not the
Yes.
best. That's why they eventually went with the chicken.
Yes.
Famously, they have one of the more famous mascots, a chicken, the San Diego chicken. So They got to protect the king no matter what. But got to get this little
We
spell
got we
going
got to
here.
get this spell off real quick.
Yeah,
Always got to get this spell off real quick.
guys, chill out 1 sec. I know our impending doom is coming. We trained for this.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get this spell off, just in case the door bursts open. There's going to
Mm-hmm.
be a huge monster coming, but there's a flash of light.
We
And then
don't
we're going
see
to
it.
switch. We're going to go over to the Summers house. And,
Mm-hmm.
or sorry, first we're going to have Buffy fight some ham and egger. Just some regular
Vampire.
skinhead vampire.
Yeah.
The worst. Anyways, she beats this guy, no problem. And then an amiable, I would say, security guard comes by, says, you missed the rave there, dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, it's not a huge deal, but the guys that pay me to look after this abandoned warehouse that has all the lights and stuff on, don't want you kids around too much. So get out of here. And oh, by the way, take your glowing rave ball with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, that's an interesting. No, I never had any rave ball. He says, "Oh, well, what do you? What's in the thing?" He's like, "Well, we'll tell you when we find out." Spoiler alert: she doesn't tell him.
Yes.
You know,
Living your life in constant pondering.
yeah.
He was at work talking about like, what is that ball? What is it?
Lucky for him.
He'll never know.
Lucky for him, he doesn't have to ponder about it too long. Now, now we're at the Summers place. It's breakfast time, and Dawn takes the credit for the breakfast Buffy has made, just like she has done so many times, probably in the past, over the last
Mm-hmm.
13 years of her life that she's totally been living. You know what I mean? As far as we're supposed to know. Uh, Buffy's getting a little jealous that she never got the cute baby names like Pumpkin Belly. I don't know if that's a cute baby name.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, I think that's just being taking a little shot at maybe you should lose some weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was a little messed up.
They're not calling her washboard belly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're calling her Pumpkin Belly, which is not great. Also, people just start sticking knives in you and cutting in faces. It's not the best. Anyways, we also find out that somehow Dawn and Joyce have a book club. I,
Yeah.
I thought book clubs were strictly, and I mean only, reserved for ladies who wanted to get together at night and get drunk.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. That's what I knew something was afoot, Rob.
yeah,
That's when I knew something was afoot. I was like, something's Dawn isn't Dawn. I had an inclination of what she was, something
sure.
crazy. So you know what? Watching this episode was very vindicating.
Well, let's all remind everyone you have never seen these episodes.
Yes.
You're an Angel guy, not a Buffy guy. This is all new. This is all new to Ferris. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Buffy's going to head off to the Magic Box
Yes.
because it's going to be their
Grand
grand
opening.
their grand opening. But this time, instead of fighting to take Dawn, she strong arms Dawn into going just so Joyce can get a little rest. Joyce
Mm-hmm.
not feeling tip top as of late. So Buffy's gonna walk in. I don't know where Dawn is at this moment because there's a pause here as she sees Giles standing in the shop alone in a wizard's outfit. A comical, very.
This is probably my favorite scene of all the entire episode. How she walks in and he's smiling and they're just looking at each other, and literally no words had to be spoken.
It was 15 seconds long. I
Yeah.
made sure I counted it. There was a 15-second long
And you
take
know
of
what?
just the two of them going back and forth, looking at each other. Giles not breaking, Buffy not smiling. It was just that moment for
And
15
it
seconds.
was, and you know what? Shout out to the director.
Yep,
That was
that's David
perfect.
Solomon. That's David
David
Solomon.
Solomon, that was
This
perfect.
is something they've done in the past
That
where
was
they
perfect.
take moments just to be quiet and stuff like that. It usually it helps the scenes hit, I think, quite
That was
well.
that was amazing. He
Yeah,
was so happy. He was like, "I'm a wizard," and she was
yeah,
like, "Sit down."
yeah. look ridiculous.
Yeah, you
Now
look ridiculous.
he hasn't had a customer yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's optimistic.
Yes.
It's going to turn out, I guess, he had a good reason to
Hmm.
be optimistic somehow. Then Buffy says, "You're going to be making money hand over fist soon." She's trying to figure out how that works, where it came from. Want to know where it came from? It's comes from British sailors pulling the ropes, hand over
Hand
fist.
over fist. Yes.
Yeah, they were saying hand over hand, maybe possibly better. We'll learn
Shout out
that.
to the British, man. They always find good songs and rhymes. You know what I mean? Like, last night I was at a sports class and they were talking about how soccer people like chant horrible things at people. And I said,
Oh
but
yeah,
shout out to the British though. They'll create a shanty about your mother's alcoholism. You know what I mean? So and they'll sing it. They'll
yeah,
sing it for 90 minutes.
yeah. One of the time best was Mesut Ozil. I believe you played for Arsenal at the time. Am I thinking
Yes.
right? He would say, "Your eyes are offside. Your eyes are offside.
Yeah.
Mesut Ozil, your eyes are offside."
See, like,
And
yeah.
100% they were. Incredible stuff. Good thinking.
Wasted his prime. Just wasted him.
Oh boy. Anyways,
We did get some
uh,
FA Cups out of it. Welcome to Starting 11.
sure. Tuesdays live.
Mm.
Not that
Rob,
big
me
deal.
and you, I think me and you need to take a break from each other.
Riley and Willow
Yes.
gonna drop in here. This is where Buffy whips her brand new orb out,
Yes.
and
Look at my new shiny thing.
Giles knows it's paranormal right off the start. That's how shiny it is. That's usually how it works.
Yes.
Most coins are paranormal as well. Then Riley's eager to go patrol for more of these things. He's got to find his way in the world. Now, Ferris, that he's just
Mm-hmm.
a common ham and egger like you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where Dawn, of course, is going to spill the beans, as she always does, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
That Riley says you can't patrol with her.
You're weak
Yeah,
and
weak
Pliny. What does it say?
kidney,
Kidney.
kidney, not kitten,
Kidney.
not kitten-ish.
Okay, so good.
Kidney.
So kidney.
Yeah,
I heard kidney.
sure.
I was like, what the
Weak
hell
like a kidney.
what's wrong? Which is crazy because kidneys are pretty strong because sometimes,
Tiny too.
yeah. Well, some people
Usually,
live. Some people live just
usually.
live. Yeah, usually you need to, but most people live with one, and
Some
they're
people
still
don't.
alive.
Some people don't. Some people
Yeah.
need artificial help with that
Yes.
too often and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Not a great thing to have. Anyways, of course, Dawn doesn't get it. She was
Purposeful
being,
chaos.
being
Just
a bit of a
chaos.
dump. Yes, Riley's gonna go head off to Buffy's practice room. He's gotta work some of this aggression out and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Picturing Don's face. Bang, bang.
Oh my God, he's gonna punch a 13-year-old girl's face in his mind. So Dawn's gonna go with Buffy back home now. Willow's gonna ask for mercy to poor old Donnie. Buffy tells her she wishes she was an only child.
Hmm.
You know, I wonder why she would ever think that. The Summers get home. Joyce not doing too good. Buffy says, "Time to go back to the hospital. Forget this stuff." Joyce is being, maybe a little. I don't know what the word to say is. Uh, Lazy. Doesn't want to go to the hospital. Says,
Hmm.
"Oh, she just needs more pills. She just needs more pills." Ferris. So Buffy's gonna run off, get
Hmm.
those pills. I guess she has to get them at the hospital in Sunnydale because she's gonna run into Ben again. He's dealing with a manic patient going nuts. We've seen these kind of things before in the last few episodes. But turns out this manic dude who Buffy easily pushes back in his bed, causing Ben to, be pretty impressed.
Hmm. The man
What
nurse.
was the security guard? No, he's an intern.
Oh, he's an
Ben's
intern.
an
Yes,
intern.
but they call him man nurse.
Yes, people say those kind of things too. He's an intern, but the security guards is going to start saying that they're going for you. They get to your family.
Hmm.
They're going to get to you from your family. Buffy now knows, or at least thinks she does, what's up with Joyce? There's got to be some paranormal shenanigans happening once again, Ferris. So, back at the warehouse, we're going to see one of those monks from earlier somehow survived the Czechoslovakian monster attack. And all the light, he's made it out. This guy is played by Ravel
Hmm.
Isyanov. He was in movies like The Transformers, Dark of the Moon, K-19, of course, The Widowmaker, and Goldeneye. He's done Bones, Ferris, NCIS, The Mentalist. He's run the gamut of your favorites. He did 6 episodes of The Americans, which makes a
Oh,
lot of sense. 4 episodes of Glow. He did 7 NCIS LA episodes. He had like a pretty good run on
I
it.
didn't really watch NCIS LA.
Right. Well, why would you? Who was it? LL Cool J and Robin.
Yes, Chris O'Donnell.
Crystal.
Yes.
I'll never remember his name in my life. So
Someone once called him Potato Face, but you know what I
okay,
mean. When I mean someone, I mean me.
that's pretty rude. That's pretty
Yes.
rude. Potato face.
Potato head, potato face,
Yeah,
potato something.
stick stuff on them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, ridiculous. Now, there's a reason why you would think they plays plenty of Russians born in good old Soviet Moscow back in the
That's a,
'60s.
but at least they got real Russians.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know how long he was
You know.
around there for, but this was
Anytime someone says Russian, I think of that one actor who plays every single person from Eastern Europe.
this guy.
Um, Peter Sambor. That guy. That guy.
Okay,
You know, you know Peter Sambor.
I have no idea. I must. It's like you
No,
talking.
you've seen Peter
Yeah,
Sambor. Trust me.
yeah. It'd just be a matter of me remembering who he is. Names I get, but the faces. Oh, I'm always so bad. That's why I'm glad when they show like a character actors on here, and I can look it up and stuff. It's like I know this guy from everything, and I just never knew his name. They do. I'm
Um,
pretty sure
um,
they did like a documentary about those kind of things.
I know
But
that guy.
yeah, I know that guy.
Called
There you
Peter.
go.
Oh, Strohmeyer. He
Oh, how
wasn't.
could you?
He's that
He's gonna get it, guys.
you know
He
the
will get
opening
it.
scene of John Wick 2? You know that scene where
The
he
guy
like
with the guy with the beard. Is it?
where he sells, I once saw him kill a man with a pencil. With a freaking pencil. You know that guy? The guy in
Hmm.
the office?
Sure.
That's Peter, and he plays every single Eastern European. Guess what, Rob? He's Swedish.
Sure.
Yes. He ain't even Eastern European. He's Swedish.
He's
And he's
as close as you can get. He's as close as you can get, but and still be Western European.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Northern, because Sweden's in the north.
Well, yeah, I was been there, and I took a boat over to Tallinn, and it only took 10 hours or 11 hours. So yeah, they're pretty
Now, I
close.
know, man. Like he's played Albanians, he's played Russians, he's played.
Nobody
Ev-
can tell the difference.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
He's played the devil,
sure,
Constantine.
sure, yeah, of course. Now,
Okay,
I'm gonna wrap this up
the other Russian
I'm
guy.
not. I'm not a great story. He passed away of cancer in
Oh,
2021. So there you
oh,
go. Way to go, Ferris.
oh.
He didn't even get his moment on the show. Anyway, this guy's hiding out in the warehouse. Luckily for everyone here, but the beast has caught up, and this is one of my favorite scenes in all of Buffy. Here, she busts a large steel door down with brute strength. Young lady, it seems, dusting herself off, smiles, and says, "There you are. I've been looking all over for you,
Mhm.
Ferris." Hooray! I'm so glad she's finally on the show. Now, this beast is played by Claire Kramer. Of course, she was in Bring It On, which came out just a couple of months before this came out. She had a pretty good run there, it seems, in the year 2000. Uh, kind of spottier stuff off of them, but now she's producing and hosting some podcasts and stuff like that. She's still doing all right. She was in that
So,
The Rules of Attraction movie. So there you go.
so Claire Kramer
Yeah,
was in Bring It On. So was Elijah Dushku.
sure. Yeah.
Boom, Buffy connection.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if they ever have a scene together. I don't think they do. Now,
No.
no. Well, they must. They must. Can't think. off the top of my head. Gonna go on those story. Now
Mhm.
we're gonna go back to the magic box. Somehow, now I get it. Sunnydale has a lot of paranormal things happening in it, but also
Mhm.
they also had that veil of nobody actually believed that any of these things were paranormal. But
Mhm.
everybody in Sunnydale needs magical supplies.
Yeah, because
Um,
why not? Why not? The regular stuff isn't protecting us. Let's try some supernatural stuff.
even if its prices are
Hey, Adelia, how are you?
hello Adelia, are way out of whack, well,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter. They're people need their crystal balls, their lucky rabbit's feet, or whatever he needs. Magical supplies in general. Anya's gonna saunter in. She's complaining about money. Tells Giles, you know what? How much are you charge for this? So I know the thing that makes it. She can cut out the middleman for Giles. This is
Mm-hmm.
pretty good stuff. And then Buffy's gonna come in. She's gonna tell Giles all the problems with Joyce are supernatural. We can get to the bottom of it with the spells or something. Explains that security guard and what he says he can see through what's happening. All these guys that are kind of losing it can see what's been going on. Of course, Giles is gonna put a pish posh on this, like he does everything every time. No one ever believes Buffy
Mm-hmm.
straight away. This time, actually, he may have been. Well, we'll talk about it. Buffy wants to get to the bottom of all this. She wants to get some.
Evolution, growth,
Yeah, she,
believing.
she wants to get to the bottom of this so she can get some killing in.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris, you mess with her mom, it's not gonna go good. If you're a demon or something like that, or a
Mm-hmm.
ghost. Now,
Yes.
that beast is telling the monk that she's the victim, as he's, of course, been tied up and beaten. She's grossed out over being human,
Mm-hmm.
and who could blame her? So she can crap a better existence than this Ferris, which is rude. Honestly,
She's probably irritated by the high heels.
yeah. She just wants this key. They have the key. She wants it. It's no, not a huge deal. Then she's gonna apologize and says there's something in her making her nuts. Then rips the monk's duct tape off and stuff like that. But he starts saying stuff in Czech. She gets mad about this. She wants him to speak American. Ferris, did you do a quick second there to sing the Star Spangled Banner when she said that? Were you feeling a little patriotic?
No, because I want our national anthem to be "America the Beautiful" by Ray Charles.
Just by Ray Charles?
Yes, that version. Yes.
Nobody else can sing it?
No, nobody else can say it. Because all at every sporting event, just like play it on the loudspeaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Sure.
it. Don't even bring anyone singing it because you're not gonna
Make
you're
it
not.
illegal. Make it illegal for
Yes,
people to sing it.
exactly. Just Ray Charles's version.
Philadelphia would still screw it up though. At the Flyers games, they would sing it with the what's her name from the '70s. There, God bless America. Now, this poor monk just wants death.
Hmm.
She's gonna threaten to use his head as a bowling ball, which isn't. Yeah, it's just not cool. I mean, bowling isn't that cool. And now he's starting to plead now. Sorry, there's another security guard that we see. Some reason this place had a lot of security for an abandoned place. This guy's begging for his life. He's got a wife, couple of daughters. She asks the monk there if he enjoys torturing her, because it's all about her. Ferris, as you'll
Hmm.
come to know. She says he has the key and isn't giving it to him. That's what she needs, and she wants it now. And she's gonna start breaking down. She's gonna start going nuts. You're gonna see quick cuts in and out here. Basically, her talking to herself. She's gonna ask for all this birthing to stop, and then she's gonna stick her hands inside the security guard's head.
I was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, and she's gonna start glowing. After a few seconds, she's gonna stop,
Kill the.
pull
She,
it
she,
out.
she kills him.
Well, no, she seems saner After all this, we don't know if he's dead
Rob,
or
he's
not.
dead. What are you talking about? He is dead.
I think you should wait.
I
I think.
I I thought because I thought when monsters do that to people, they usually hollow out their bodies.
Now I'm
But
going to
that,
say
but that
one.
guy was still like full.
I'm going to say one thing. We've seen some people walking around Sunnydale so far this season that haven't been in their right minds.
Oh, you think what happened to him is what happened with the security guard?
There's the
She made him
security.
go. She
There's
made
the
him.
there's the guy that comes up to Dawn in her first episode there saying you don't belong here. There's things that are happening around town, and as soon as she was losing her mind, as soon as she did this, she was better.
Oh wow.
Okay, thought that was something.
Mm. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on that.
Yeah. Now back at the magic box, Giles for some reason, like I said, it was you thought it was busy before Ferris. Holy
It's
Hannah, that
it's
hand over
super.
fist, that's fist over foot.
Yeah.
They're
What?
making at the
Huh?
magic box somehow. He's having trouble keeping up with all the volumes of customers. Buffy's just researching at the front desk there. She isn't paying any mind to anything that's going on. Then we're gonna have Xander complain in a Xander manic way. Xander's
Mhm.
gonna tell him, like Giles you says to Xander, he's going crazy. Giles just tells him to be British.
Yes.
You know what? Relax, be British. And I think that's a good way to start. It's like almost like there's a bumper sticker or something like that.
Mm.
Something close to that. Xander tells him, and then he's gonna give Anya some tips about how to actually deal with customers. Maybe not saying thanks now go away usually isn't the best. Gives her a couple customer service tips. She did
Yes.
spend a day as a barista.
Yes.
I believe that's right. I believe that's even in the masculine as barista, right? I don't think there's
Yes.
any way of
Yes.
saying
Yeah. It's just barista.
that's it. Anyways, we're gonna see Willow attempting some gift wrapping.
Ah, yes. The old keep calm and carry on.
She's got it. You can see Willow trying gift wrap. It's not great. That would be a scene that would drive my stepmother bananas, as we used to own a store that was called the Elves Workshop. It only dealt with Christmas stuff. So yeah, so there was some gift wrapping
Christmas was
all year.
busy season.
Christmas was the busy season, but the store was open all year.
Wait, what do
It
you
didn't
need to
last
buy?
forever.
What Christmas do you need to buy in March?
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't. It wasn't my business idea. It was my family's and stuff like
Did
that.
you guys like change the season? Did you be like we're in like the
It
spring?
was. It was called the Elves Workshop. It was just Christmas stuff. Christmas stuff all year round.
No, you didn't jazz it up for like to match.
There was never an Easter bunny nor
No,
pumpkin.
no.
No
Okay.
place. No, there was
The
wreaths.
elves
Christmas
workshop. Did
Christmas
you
tree.
have to dress up as like an elf, Rob?
I never had to work in it.
Oh, word. Oh,
No,
really?
no,
Why? Why?
because I lived in. I wasn't even in Winnipeg. I was out somewhere else, either
Oh, you
Saskatchewan
went.
or
You.
rural
Oh,
Manitoba.
you had another job. You were like chopping
Yeah,
wood in
yeah,
the. In
yeah.
the,
I
in,
was with
in the
my mother, and that
oh.
was my dad's side of the family,
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. So yeah,
Okay.
I'd go in and visit it when I'd come in and
Okay.
stuff like that. So
Rob was too busy chopping wood in Saskatchewan.
that's why I
You
got the
know,
guns.
hunting mooses in the woods with his bare hands,
Yeah,
as he wanted the caribou.
like Jimi Hendrix, I chop it
Yeah,
down with the edge of
I
my
once I
hand.
once saw Rob chase down a moose in the greater Manitoba area, and he's gone.
You say
He's
I'm
gone.
gone?
Okay, you're back. You're back.
Oh, because I keep seeing you kind of breaking out nice. Like, is that me or is that him?
No,
So
it's
I never
you,
know.
Rob.
I'm just
It's
kidding.
you. Yeah,
Oh my god. Anyways,
it is.
and
Saskatchewan, right? Saskatchewan.
yeah, it's close enough.
What is
It's
it?
close enough. What
Is it
Saskatchewan or
Saskatchewan?
Saskatoon? Yeah,
Oh,
Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon.
Yeah,
Oh, so I'm putting Saskatoon and
you're
Saskatchewan
close enough. I
together.
think there's enough people in Canada that call it Saskatchewan that you don't have to apologize.
Saskatchewan, Saskatoon.
Yep, Saskatoon. Like there's a
Aren't they in the Grey Cup this year? I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Ferris.
Sorry.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, okay. I touched the nerve. I touched the nerve.
Yeah. Uh, Anya's gonna start redoing the gift wrapping, and she's gonna start talking about this wizard named
Mhm.
Kluche, who did this spell in the 16th century, where he can figure out
Reveal.
where the this revealing spell. It's like
Mm.
where are all the ghostly monsters and stuff like that. Now it called it the tirer la couverture, which means take credit for, and in the show that says pull, it means pull the veil. It's like no, it doesn't. It means it's like you're taking credit for something somebody else did. Like what Dawn did earlier about the breakfast. That was tirade la couverture, not
Mm.
anything that the spell did.
Mm.
But anyways, it's going to show all the mystical baloney that's going on, so they can get rid of it. That's has to be causing all this stuff with Joyce. So of course, Giles is going to warn her against doing trances. Buffy says, "Don't worry about it. Been practicing. Yeah, she
Mhm.
can feel she can do it." And that's her mom. She's going to get it right. She's going to get it right. She's going to be prepared. So we head back to her place. Riley's there to help out with
Mhm.
you know, the busy work, I guess is what he's getting now. He says he's not super anymore, but it's okay. He was using borrowed power, anyways. So it seems like he gets it.
Mhm.
Let's keep that in mind. He seems like he's got it. Anyways, and offers, we could just take care of each other. I think that'll make it everything all right. And they the big smooch, and he's gonna leave. Buffy's gonna get trance ready here, which is just another way of showing how magic is like drugs.
Mhm.
And this is gonna be a big deal, especially next season. Anyways, Dawn's around. She wants to watch. She's like, no, forget it. She's gonna promise us to go tell on her. She's like, yeah, go ahead. Just leave me alone. The incense is gonna stink and stuff like that. It's like, okay, that part I remember, from high school and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like now, Buffy then is gonna get pretty baked on this whole trance thing that she goes into. Takes a while to kick in,
Mhm.
which I can also, appreciate. And then when it does,
Yeah, Rob's done a lot of trances. It takes a minute.
yeah, there's some trances that takes about 45 minutes or so, and
Yes.
then you're trancing. Now, when she does, she's gonna start wandering around her house.
Mhm.
Everything seems a little bit slower.
Yes.
Colors a little bit muted. I
Mhm.
really like this scene. I think, yeah. Who's the guy? Who's it? Is it Greenwald that David Solomon? I think
Solomon, yeah.
David Solomon's done some things in his life. I think he gets it. So, anyways, she's gonna walk around. Now, she then sees her mom, who says, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling better." She's had a headache basically all day.
Mhm.
Magically, she says, either these pills are working or it's the greatest placebo in the world, but I'm taking off. Like
Mhm.
she needed to go out. She had to get away from these kids, I suppose.
Yes.
Maybe the kids have been driving her. Maybe the kids are giving her a headache, driving her
Yes.
nuts.
Yes.
So she's gonna take off. Buffy's looking. Nothing mystically wrong with her. But there's a picture on the wall, Ferris.
Yes.
And kind of back to the future, Dawn's flashing in and out of it.
Mhm.
She says, "Oh, all right, great. Have a good time. Get out of here." Then there's another picture. There's a lot of pictures of the three girls in that house.
Yes, because they are a loving family. Yes.
Sure. I don't have a single picture of me in this house, but never mind. And
What? There's not a photo of you and Tanya, or you and your son, or you and her. Like,
no,
no.
no. So this picture has a flickering dawn as well.
Yes.
Something isn't up to snuff with this thing. So she's gonna go into Dawn's room. In Dawn's room, the whole room keeps flashing in and out. Dawn calls to her. Buffy's gonna turn around and just gonna watch her appear, then disappear, reappear, then look at her straight in the face and say, "You're not my sister." She's having a bad
Yes.
trip. First, having a bad trip.
Yes.
Then snaps back into reality. I wanted to say, "Oops, there goes gravity." Anyways,
Oops.
grabs grabs on.
Vomit on the sweater mom spaghetti.
Yeah, sure. Grabs Dawn, asks who she is, and if she's there to hurt her. Dawn's starting to freak out. I think that's more than legitimate for her to do.
Mm-hmm.
Says she's going to tell mom. Buffy tells her to stay away from her mother and pushes her against the wall. Like,
Yes.
this is a all right.
Big old thud.
Yeah. Phone rings and cut to Buffy. Decide to answer in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that part I didn't get at all. How they're just cutting, all of a sudden she's in the living room. Giles says that orb is.
I think the trance was over because Dawn found
Oh,
out the
sure.
trance was happening, right? Because she
Maybe.
felt it and was
Mhm.
like, "What are you doing?" And then they got into the trance world and were like battled, and she was like, "You're not real," and you're like, "You're not gonna stop me." And then the phone broke the trance, broke concentration, and then it all just like, whoosh, and then it all like went like, whoosh, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's an interesting thing. Now,
You don't think that's what
this,
happened?
nope. So there's
Okay,
this thing called. I think it just wore up.
okay.
I think there's this. Yeah, this orb is called the Dagon Sphere, and it's used to ward off ancient primordial evil.
The Dagon sphere.
Yeah.
Shout to Dagon. I
Shout
saw
out.
Dagon. I saw Dagon.
Yeah.
I saw him in person. He is a real person.
Congratulations to Hambone and Brady. So there
Yeah.
you go. Now there's something called that which cannot be named. This evil thing or whatever.
Always a bad thing.
It's not
Always a
great.
bad thing. If
It's
it's
not ever
something, you
good.
know what I mean? It's like I grew up on Harry Potter. The
No.
worst thing in the world was the man who shall not be named.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
So if
think,
it can't
oh,
be
that could.
named,
Yeah.
yeah, it
If
can't
you
be a good
ever
thing.
found out the name too, it's like, oh, this can't be great.
Yeah,
I was
but
an
and
ever so little
usually
bit.
those names are pretty scary. It's never like the man who should not be named.
Yeah.
What's his name? Rodney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah. Tyler.
Stanley. Stanley.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
ain't scared of no Stanley.
good. So, Buffy says she's going to head back to the warehouse, check all this stuff out. Giles asks again, be cautious. You have one job here, just be cautious.
Mhm.
So she lies to him, says that the whole trance thing didn't work. And Don was now in the room and stuff like that. Didn't want to give him too much
Adelia says,
info.
I mean, Voldemort's real name was Tom Riddle. That's not scary. Yeah, exactly. That's why I went by Voldemort. That's a little scary.
It's an anagram though.
Yeah.
It's all part of a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Shout out to Ray
part of it.
Fiennes.
Sure. I forget. Didn't they cast the guy who's going to be the new, or have they cast the guy who's going to be the new Voldemort yet?
I don't
Can't
know.
remember. They were showing a bunch of the new Harry Potter.
This is completely stupid. I don't know why she's doing it. That's why I think she's extremely dumb. No, it's not that. Well, yeah, it's that, but it's not that.
No, I mean it's for HBO. HBO's probably like
HBO is doing it for that, but she's not doing it for that.
yeah,
She wants to erase the 3 kids that she made superstars because they don't like her anymore.
yeah, they're gonna do this every generation. Every
Exactly.
generation's gonna get a new of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Anyways, she's gonna go back to this thing. She tells Dawn she's gonna be home in an hour before Mom gets home.
Yes.
Oh boy, she's in trouble. She gets out there, smells something, smells sticky cigarettes. Ferris pulls Spike out from behind the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Who says her house is in between this place and the other place. No reason why he shouldn't be there. And it says, ask why he's there in 5 words. Spike's probably his most famous line ever. 5 words. He's out for a walk, bitch. People tattoo that on themselves.
Oh, that's what you meant with last week? That's the line people tattoo on themselves?
Out for a walk, bitch.
Like, do they do like the ellipses? Like dot, 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 dot?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, it doesn't work if you say it all at once.
You know what? That's stupid.
Good for you for saying the ellipses.
Yeah, I know, Rob.
I'm proud of you. You know what?
I went to college.
I'm always proud of you, Ferris.
Well, thank
Sometimes
you,
a
Rob.
little more proud.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little more proud.
Yeah, Adelia, I do not understand why that line is so iconic. You know what? I'm a little shocked myself. I'm like, really? That's the line?
Yep.
That's the one? Okay.
Yeah, some people, a lot of people go for
You know,
walks. A
you know
lot of
what?
people go for
You know
walks.
what, Rob? I have a theory on
Sure.
a lot of lines get a little more hype
Hmm.
due to the accent that said it in. Because if like me and you said it in our like Canadian, well, you're not, I don't know what a Canadian accent is, but you don't sound like you have like a stereotypical Canadian accent.
Right.
And me, I have
Like
my American.
if you speak Newfie
Exactly.
or Quebecois,
Yeah.
yes.
It's yeah, it's a,
But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like if you had a Southern drawl,
Yeah.
that's American to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Me and I'm just like I'm like rando dude American. But like, yeah, I think because he said it in his British accent, people are like, oh my God, the British accent. This line is amazing. It's like, nah, it's not. He just said it. He's just British.
Over the next few, well, we're just gonna just wait. So,
Yeah.
he makes a feeble excuse or whatever. She says she's gonna cut him a break. She doesn't have time for this. Got to get back to that warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Spikeson's gonna start breaking down like an 8-year-old with a crush. For God's sakes, tell her she has stupid hair and leaves. One of the worst things
Mm-hmm.
you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things you can't take back.
Sometimes you got it. Sometimes you got to throw it back to middle school, baby.
That's right. You didn't throw a
Yeah.
rock at her though. Else
No.
probably you would have,
What?
would have hurt.
Why would you? What?
Isn't that
I
all?
I never threw a rock at any girl
No,
in
no,
middle
no,
school.
no. But like that's the whole thing. People think that if you're like a 6-year-old kid, you
Threw
threw a
a
rock at
rock?
the
No,
girl that you like.
no,
Like I
no,
don't think you ever did.
no.
Now,
The girl actually hit you in the sandbox.
oh yes. Now, she gets to the warehouse, heads inside. Meanwhile, we're gonna see Joyce get home early. Turns out, she was just like Buffy's little trance here.
Mm-hmm.
Her well being only lasted a short while. So she's back.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn has creepily made a cup of tea. Tells Joyce that she doesn't need to worry about Buffy, and then offers the tea to her, saying she made it for her.
Mm-hmm.
This is all very creepy. There's no way she could have made it for her, as she didn't know her mother was coming home. Now, at the warehouse, Buffy has now found the monk, tells him that she has the Dagon sphere,
Mm-hmm.
but all the while, the abomination starts creeping up behind her all playfully,
Mm-hmm.
telling the monk to be quiet. Monk is terrified. Buffy says that she's stronger than she looks, then spins and grabs that lady by the throat. You know, classic Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Absolutely.
Someone's got to grab by that throat, so she isn't stupid, and then gets swatted across the length of the
And
warehouse.
created a massive indentation into the wall.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage to the walls here
Mm-hmm.
through this fight. It's ultimately gonna matter. The beast there is gonna ask if she's sure she's not
Mm-hmm.
stupid, which was awesome as well. Now back to the magic box. Scooby's all recovering from a retail warfare.
Yes.
How does that? How does a quaint magic box get that busy? It's unbelievable. And now Anya's taking charge of all the pricing and inventory and cash. Really likes the cash.
Loves the cash.
Yep. There's things you could say which would not be great, but yeah, Anya really likes that cash.
You want to
Now,
call her? You want to call her a gold digger, don't you, Rob?
no, no, I do not.
Okay.
No, I do. I would never. No, definitely not. She's with Xander. So Giles is now.
That is true. She is with Xander. He's broker than he's broke. People look at Xander and say, "Damn, you all right?"
Except he's a 19, 20-year-old kid in a palatial apartment and in charge of a bunch of crews. Anyways, Giles is weekly gonna ask Anya, would you like a job? Like, he didn't even pay her for all this stuff that she
Yeah.
did. She's like, yeah, and she looks honestly pretty happy about it. So good for that. Good for her. Now, Giles isn't worried about her. Just hopes that about Buffy. Just
Mhm.
hopes that she doesn't do anything rash. Well, the only thing that's gonna have a rash is the road rash from being
Mhm.
thrown pillar to post.
Yes.
This poor warehouse, Buffy's getting their ass beat down. The structure of the place, like we said, has to be
Just being
A,
broken apart.
yeah, a little on. It has to be holding on by
Mm-hmm.
a proverbial a thread. The beast is complaining now that this ass whipping is just wasting her time. And she's never going to get this time back. She feels like immortal here. Threatens to do an earthworm experiment with
Mm-hmm.
Buffy.
Yes.
Thinks that would be pretty cool. But Buffy's going to start fighting back now. But with each punch and kick, her opponent here questions if she's crazy or she's been born in a barn. And every time, yes,
It's a great line. It's a good line.
I keep wanting to say her name. We're not going to say her name. That hasn't been said yet. Anyways, she knows now that Buffy has powers. And
Mm-hmm.
then, as can she fly? Once again, throws her across the room.
She cannot
Buffy's
fly.
nope. Turns out,
You can just jump really high.
she can jump. Yeah, which is something that only happens every once in a while. Happened in that first season. She could jump over a huge fence.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. You don't see it too much after that. Anyways, Buffy goes across the room. She's going to grab that monk. She says, we're out of here.
Yes.
Jumps through the window, falls, breaks the monk's fall with
Like
her
body.
body, for
Yes.
God's sakes. And then the beast is going to chase after her, but breaks a heel.
Yes.
Has a brief temper tantrum, causing the entire structure again of that warehouse to crumble in on top of her, or at least that top floor. I don't
Yeah.
think she ever falls to the bottom. You don't see the warehouse actually crumble into each other. But the best part is when when everything's about to fall on her, and she mouths the words "oh shit" in silence before it all comes tumbling down. So Buffy turns out isn't going to make it very far with that monk. He
Yes.
got
He's definitely dying.
you
Definitely
know
some internal bleeding.
he's had a rough couple months.
Yes.
Escapes the beast before, then gets tortured. Now it seems to be to death. He says his time is up here. Then he's going to tell her about the key. And this is one of the most important parts that a guy who was ever on for just one episode ever does.
Mm-hmm.
And tells her that she's got to protect it because many are going to die if she fails. Basically, everybody. The key is energy, Ferris, and a portal that opens the door. His brothers took care of it until the abomination came and found them.
Mm-hmm.
So they decide to make this key human and send it to her, Ferris.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn is the key. They built all the memories for everyone around there. I don't know how they did that in their little
Well, they're
thing or whatever.
magical. They're magical monks.
Yep,
So
they've been
you know
they've been thinking about this for a while.
they've
This is
been they've been they've been trancing and chanting
they've been
and
adding something every day.
spelling
They've been
exactly.
doing, what is it?
Yes.
Some fanfic in their heads or whatever,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
and then they just made it canon. They made it
Yes.
canon when they made it when they made it real. So he tells her she can't abandon her. Buffy's gonna ask what she is. He says she's human and helpless and innocent. Buffy says she doesn't. She's that's not her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Monk guy says she doesn't know that, and he's gonna die right then and there. So Buffy's gonna get home. Gonna
Mm-hmm.
see Dawn and Joyce on the couch. Dawn's gonna get up. Says she wasn't bothering her. You can tell Donnie's hurt here. Her sister was being a bit of a jackass towards her.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, Joyce as well. What's up with this? Buffy says, "Oh, it's just sister stuff." Well, which is it's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go upstairs, apologize. Dawn says that she hurt her arm. You think that she hurt her back too, on the back of her head.
Mm-hmm.
When the thing goes into that thing, then calls Buffy a butthole.
It's a great line for a youngster.
Butthole always hits.
Yes.
You ever call someone a butthole? They have to take a step back. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
gee whiz, I've done something. So Buffy's gonna apologize here. Dawn says that maybe that Buffy was adopted from howler monkeys, and no one had the heart to tell her. This is a pretty good line. It explains her fashion. It explains her fashion sense and
Ooh.
smell. Her
Ooh.
fashion and her. She smells like a howler monkey.
Cutting deep.
A butthole howler monkey. So Buffy says she's never been able to take an apology, realizes what she just said, and then just explains that she had a bad day. Had a bad day. It was
Mhm.
the typical abusive person's way of speaking. And brushes Dawn's hair now. Dawn's going to ask what's up with her mom. Buffy says she doesn't know. Ferris, you don't know.
Mm.
We won't know for next little bit. But one thing I do know, Ferris, is that next time, I don't know if you noticed, there wasn't much of a Tara McClay in this episode at all. Next time, we're going to meet her whole family.
Oh wow!
Ferris,
In 2 weeks.
we're gonna meet her whole family next time. Next time we do Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Won't be next week. May not be the week after. We're gonna see, as it's gonna fall in your American Thanksgiving. We
Yeah.
here in Canada already got it out of the way at the proper time.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Ferris, thank you so much for joining me here on Buffy's Rewatchers Council. Tell everyone what's up with you in the greater Let's Get Ready Network.
Tomorrow, guys, 3 o'clock Pacific, we're doing the Angel rewatch. So join us then. And then, as well as also on that Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific on our sports channel, I'll be doing Good Friends, Better Rivals.
He's excited about it.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I had a bad night's sleep. We're talking NFC East, New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys news. Dallas is coming off of bye week. So we're previewing their Monday night showdown against the Raiders, as well as the New York Giants fired their head coach. So we'll be talking about that more as we come like move along. But yeah, like Rob said, next week and possibly the following week, we may not have the Rewatchers Council. So we may see you guys in December, possibly.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe there's a way of sneaking it in. I have no idea how the calendar works. So,
Yes.
uh, there you go. Good friends, better rivals.com. Now, yes, of course, join us for Dear Boy, the Angel episode we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Guys, I'm going to go get my siesta on for a week. We
Yes.
can't
Well,
wait to.
actually, no, Rob, because
That
siesta's
means yeah,
yeah.
having a nap. I'm going to have naps in the afternoon. What do you want
But
from me?
yeah,
I'm
no,
getting
that's
old. Like,
true.
I'm excited about the
My
naps.
bad, my bad. I was no, because when someone says siesta, I think of like you're going to Spain to do the naps. But I guess you can
Nope.
do. I guess you can do siestas whenever. I guess, right?
Yep. I could do it here, except
Mm,
I'd have family and dogs and
yeah.
responsibility.
I want to go to Spain and like be a part of a siesta, like because everyone's like during siesta time, like everything's closed, so I could just like just like walk around, Barcelona or Madrid, just to walk around and stuff,
You
not
wouldn't
be
want to
bothered.
be at the tomato throwing festival.
No, what? What?
You don't know about that?
No,
There's
I
a
don't.
festival where they throw tomatoes. You heard of the running of the bulls in
Yes,
Pamplona, or whatever?
yes.
Well, there's the same kind of deal, but with tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
Sure. Thank you again, everyone, joining us here on the council. In the words of
A nap
secure,
equals a necessary adult pause.
there you go.
So
There
nap
you,
is an acronym.
I don't know. Now, in the words of the security guy from the hospital and from the warehouse, ooga booga ba. We'll see you next time.